This is part 9 of trying to create a test of cardiovascular ability that is one of my main workouts of the week. I already discussed the limitations of mostly VO2max Garmin running estimate, resting heart rate yearly average, and Garmin endurance score. I also already discussed that both the Assault Bike Pro X in my case, as well as swimming, provide a full body workout that ideally fulfills also the function of having a high intensity, meaning ideally zone 4 or 5, but practically maybe zone 3 to 4, sometimes also zone 2, workout as the secondary main endurance type workout of the week, next to my weekly run of at least 5K. In my teenage years, I began doing the following workout in preparation for a test in school in which I ideally would get a good grade, which was I think 800 meters. In preparation for this, I figured I could do 1,000 meters in a reasonable amount of time, and I figured if I from freestyle 50 meters to breaststroke 50 meters, that I could bypass local muscle fatigue, my cardiovascular system better, compared to just choosing one style and doing the 1K in one style. In addition, before I warm up and afterwards, I sometimes do interval training, or I take my 50-meter time or 100-meter time. The main problem with swimming pools is access. At a given population density, probably because swimming pools are costlier to maintain, therefore require basically more members or more average visitors to maintain itself, compared to a gym, which is basically just a room in which there are, well, fitness machines, compared to a structure that needs to house at least a 25 by 10-meter swimming pool. Changing rooms, have air ventilation, and also be a big hall. In my teenage years, I had access to a swimming pool about a few kilometers away, and so I usually would drive there with the bike. And beginning from this preparation, from maybe about age 15 on, or maybe it was age 16 or 17, I also already swam before this preparation. I therefore did these 1K workouts again and again and again. My time ranged from 20 minutes to maybe 26 minutes, sometimes maybe 28 minutes. A big problem I encountered is counting. I count every 50 meters, so at a 25-meter pool length, this means every time I turn at the same location. But I would mess up the counting again and again and again. Eventually, I would drift off and then I would have miscounted, and thus I never really had a reliable way to count basically how many pool lengths I already had. And thus I never really trusted these numbers. I always assumed that if I had a particular good day, that I just miscounted and therefore lacked still 50 meters. Now I do have a Garmin watch, and it actually can track pool lengths, and it also has buttons. Previously I had a Samsung Galaxy Active 2, then a Watch 4, and currently I have a Watch 6. But while it also has buttons for actually navigating on the watch, it's very hard to also then use the touchscreen in the swimming pool. So getting the Garmin was a major step forward in this regard.